Okay, I am live. Let me see. I think my sound. Let me check my sound. Okay. It looks like my sound is on. I don't usually go live. I had I don't usually go live. Like this is something that I don't do all the time simply because like I am extra weird. So live is not my thing, but there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to get into, and it's like on a video would be too much, like literally. Um, First things first, I want to shout out everyone who is gonna catch the replay because I scheduled a live, but I'm pretty sure it didn't come up in anyone's algorithm because I don't go live all the time. So that's fine by me. Shout out to everybody who's catching the replay. Shout out. I want to give a special shout out to all of the barbs. Y'all have been going crazy in my comment section over the Nicki Minaj reaction video. So I definitely want to give a shout out to all the barbs. It's like bacon in here. Yeah, it's hot as fuck in here. Like it's bacon. I don't have all the windows open because I live in New York City. Y'all know it's always busy, something always going on. I got the train like literally right across from me. So y'all will hear the train, everything. So I closed all the windows. I left my bathroom window open, like whatever. Hopefully some air come from there. But it's fucking hot in here. What else? Oh, I have on a sweater because the weather is weird in New York. It's cold, but it's nice. Like I guess sweater weather is nice. The sweater I have on, I'm just lounging around. This is from Vinny Styles. If you're from New York, if you're from Brooklyn in particular, you already know like how we give it up for Vinny Styles. Like that's our go-to. So yeah, like if you ever in New York and you want to get fresh, you gotta tap in with Vinny's. Like, period. This is a throwback Vinny's too. Throwback Skullhead Vinny's, but just to lounge around in the crib, nothing crazy. I've been so busy. I moved. I did so much shit. So like I'm like, let me just catch up with you guys and pull some cards. I know I have so much to discuss about me, but I'm gonna save that for another time. I know we got a lot to talk about and we got some mix to get into. So let me make sure. Let me go according to what I said. I have a few topics to talk about. So let's talk. Okay. All right. So the first topic I want to talk about is Chris Brown and Tory Lanez album. They're supposed to be doing a joint album together, and I am 100% here for it. A lot of people, like I see all of these memes talking about the toxic niggas link up and all of this craziness, but I legit love. I like Tory Lanez as an artist, and I love Chris Brown as an artist as well. So with that being said, I am totally here for it. I know it's gonna be amazing. Like Chris Brown makes really good music. Everything that he makes is a hit. That's why when they was trying to do like the verses with Chris Brown and Usher, I'm like Chris Brown and Usher. I'm like Chris Brown will finish Usher. Like Chris Brown needs to do a versus battle with him and Beyonce. Hear me out. The reason why I say Chris Brown and Beyonce need to do a versus is because Chris Brown makes hits just like Beyonce. Chris Brown can dance, so does Beyonce. And they're both just overall great entertainers. I think that would be really neck and neck if they actually was to do a versus together. So I am here for Chris Brown and Beyonce versus, and they should make it a pay-per-view event. Like, no funny shit. Like if if Swiss and Timberland want to take verses to the next level, they definitely need to do Beyonce and Chris Brown versus. That's the ultimate. Nobody can go against Chris Brown, like literally, except for Beyonce. Like I'm not even fucking around. Like nobody can fuck with Chris Brown except for Beyonce. I think that would be a good one, and I don't know, but I am here for the Tory Lanez and Chris Brown link up, like, you know, for them to do our album together. I think that's long awaited. I feel like we really, really need that. On top of that, Tory Lanez just did his performance or like a virtual concert or something like that. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but everyone is saying that it was like really, 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 really good. So I'm like, yeah, I'm here for that. On top of that, you know, I find it very strange that Meg Thee Stallion, before all of this like was released, before he did his little virtual concert or whatever, I feel it was very strange that Megan Thee Stallion decided to take a hiatus off the internet, which she's not really taking a hiatus because the bitch is still tweeting and all of this other stuff. So it's not really a hiatus, but she was just saying like she don't want to be out there, and I feel like she should have been fell back, because I feel like she's being promoted way, way, way too much in terms of like you know, her artistry. It's just like she's being promoted too much. We hearing the same flow every time she released something. It's nothing different. It's nothing nice. It's just the same shit. So, you know, I felt like that should have been happened or whatever. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I think I am definitely here for a Chris Brown and Tory Lanez link up. I think that would be really, really nice. The ladies need that. We need some R&B because shit is dying. Everything sounds the same. I think the genre of music I've been listening to lately is like really chilled and relaxed, like almost like neo soul, but not neo soul. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, like I feel like we definitely need a Tory Lanez and Chris Brown album. I think that shit would do amazing. It's so well needed. And that's I fuck with that. I think that's a good mix. So I don't know. I'm not gonna be on here too long because I have stuff to do. Especially I have to cook dinner. So I'm not going to be on here too long. I'm probably breeze over the topics. What's the next thing I want to talk about? Hold on, let me check because I got me a little list over here. And shout out to everybody. Like I said, shout out to whoever's viewing now. Shout out to the people on the replay. Oh, we want to talk about Tristan Thompson and his Scotch bonnet dick, because he can't. his dick is spicy. He can't keep it in his pants. Yeah, Tristan Thompson. I think. Hold on, let me double check. So, whoever the Sydney girl is, she was on No Jumper on Adam's show, or either Selena Powell show, whoever show. I just know Adam was up there, and she was talking about how she messed with Tristan Thompson, like she was dealing with him as of recently, like this year or whatever, while he was still with Chloe. He told her that he was not with her, and she decided to proceed with whatever little agreement they had going on or whatever. So she was talking about how he said that he was not with Chloe, and then she went live, and her friend went live. She didn't go live. Her friend went live, and in the background she was talking about how how Tristan Thompson just hit her up, and he was like, I guess trying to fly her out or whatever the case may be. But anywho, fast forward to today, he has sent her, well, I don't know if it's today or this week, he sent her a cease and desist letter. So he no longer wants her to talk about the situation. Not only have he sent her a cease and desist letter, Chloe reached out to her, and I guess she wanted to ask her some questions or whatever the case may be. And this whole situation is messy. Do I feel bad for Chloe? No. I don't feel bad for her at all. I don't think nobody feel bad for her no more. The first time, okay, cool. The second time, you might have fooled me twice. The third time is on me at this point. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, like Chloe, she had this, she caused this on herself. Like, I don't feel bad for her, although, they have a child together. And, those, like, when you bring a child into this world, I feel like that's something that's a little bit harder for you to leave a person or whatever the case may be. So, I don't feel bad for her. I just don't. I feel like she know what she was getting herself into. First of all, she took him from old girl who was already pregnant by him, so that's that within its own. And I'm just like, yo, I feel absolutely no remorse for Khloe Kardashian, like at all. I feel like you need to just go ahead and cut ties at this point and just move on. Like, move on. I'm not saying immediately get with somebody else or whatever, but it's clear that Tristan Thompson has a type because the Sydney girl, she looks like his baby mother and Jordan Woods, and the other girls that he's been spotted around with. So, he clearly has a type. So it's like, if you're not his type or whatever the case may be, why would you? First of all, I'm not hitting up the next woman at all. I'm just not hitting up the next woman. I just really think she should have just dropped him. Me personally, I would never hit up the next woman. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I am not hitting up the next woman to find out what's what and so forth and so on. I really don't care. Like, I'm just one of those people. And I know me as a person, when it comes to cheating, I think I could be like, if someone cheats on me, I would be very insecure. So in order for me not to be like insecure like that and have no issues or whatever, I'll just stop fucking with the person. Like, me and you, we don't need to be together, because I'm not, every little thing you do, I'm gonna think you with a next female. Like, I don't care how much you try to prove yourself to me or whatever. After you cheat, I don't care what you do, I'm thinking with a next woman, like, period. So I just don't agree with that. I can't forgive someone for cheating. Depends. If that's my husband or something, maybe we would have to go to counseling. It would be a lot to do with that situation. Also, you have to be completely transparent with me, like, as to your reason why you decided to step out or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I'm not. That's not my thing. Like, I'm not about to have someone cheat on me and then take them back. And nah, I'm not doing that. I don't think I could do that. That's because I would be super insecure. I'm just not trying to be insecure like that. And I know, and when you know yourself and you know what triggers you and what you will put up with and what you won't put up with, that plays a major part in your relationships and how you conduct yourself throughout your relationship. So, me knowing what triggers me, and I could put up with a lot of things. I just cannot put up with cheating. That's it. So I think Tristan Thompson, Khloe Kardashian should leave Tristan Thompson and just, y'all co-parent, y'all raise y'all daughter together, and that's that. He can't. I feel like he's just used her for publicity to become more popular. Because let's think about it. He was on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't know if he's still on that team or whatever. And Braun was on that team. Everybody just was like Braun. You know, people who watch basketball regularly knew of Tristan Thompson, but us regular girls who don't watch basketball, well, I watch basketball. I'm just saying us girls who don't watch basketball like that, or you know, not into sports that deep, we know who the fuck no Tristan Thompson was. So with that being said, like, you know, I just feel like she should just cut him loose. Like he used you, you know, he had the kid with you. It is what it is, and that's it. Bye. So I don't know. He sent Shorty a cease and desist letter, and I just feel like I'm gonna need celebrities to stop sending those out. Those don't matter. You know, I feel like when somebody is telling the truth about something, that's when they decide to send those cease and desist letters and all of that shit. When somebody is telling the truth about them, they be ready to send those letters out. When a person is not telling the truth, they be ready to sue them. So it's like, which one is it? Like, is she telling the truth or is she lying? So that's how I know, like, you know, shit is going down in in the household with him and Chloe. Like I said, he got the what I call it, the Scotch bonnet pepper dick, okay? The hot Scottish pepper dick, because he can't keep his penis out of other women's vagina. And why would you want to put yourself through that? Especially, like, he could bring you back anything if he not, you know, using protection and stuff like that. Like, we got to think about these things. Yeah, you know, he's your daughter's father, so forth and so on. But nah, I'm not doing that. Also, Vivica Fox has something to say, and I'm gonna need her to shut the fuck up. Like, I'm tired of Vivica Fox. She always got something to say. I don't know why they even have this Fox Soul segment. I just feel like it's stupid. Nobody watches it. Every time I go on my TV to watch Fox 5 News, I see Fox Soul, and there's just a whole bunch of people having live streams, just talking, just chatting. So I'm gonna need Vivica Fox to shut the fuck up. I'm about tired of hearing her. Every time you turn around, she got something to say, and it's just like, sis, I'm gonna need for you to go fix that botched body that you got going on. Like, I'm good on you. So there's that. Like I said, Chloe needs to just cut ties. Someone said, how you get him is surely how you lose them. That is correct, Sam. Sam, I am. That is definitely correct. How you got somebody, she definitely took him from that girl. And you think that ain't gonna happen to you? Come on. Like, that's why I don't feel sorry for her. Leave him and move on with your life. That's it. Speaking of how you get them and how you lose them, Miss Eliza Rain, that's her name? Yeah, Miss Eliza Rain, that's Future's baby mother. Future got a lot going on, honey. Eliza gonna say, what did she say? Hold on, let me just make sure I read verbatim. She said she's tired of hearing Future name being brought up like in a club. You know, when the DJ announced such and such is in the building or whatever, like, oh, Future's in the building. She said she gonna rush home, get their daughter and drop him off right inside the club in his section or whatever. Which that shit would be hilarious. But sis, him as well. You know, Future is not interested in helping you raise that child. He's just providing financial assistance, if he is doing that at all. Future is providing financial assistance for Eliza Rain and all other people, children all other women he got children with. You know, so while he's doing that, girl, that's your fault. That's your baby. Future said Future wanted for you to get an abortion. You decided to take fertility pills to get him pregnant. This is what the Miami Tip chick said, because I guess Eliza Rain is from Miami too, and they used to work in the same strip club. And Miami Tip said that Eliza was taking fertility pills to get pregnant by Future. And if you're taking fertility pills to get pregnant by a man and you get pregnant, he tell you to get an abortion, get rid of it. Girl, if you decide to have that baby, that is on you, okay? That is your responsibility. Only thing he should do is provide financial assistance. And even if so, like, once you make that decision, you are subject to a lot of different things. And with that being said, like, you should know he is not gonna take care of that baby. Like, once he tell you go ahead and get rid of it or whatever the case may be, when you make the conscious decision to be like, okay, I'm gonna have this baby, make sure you know that you're gonna financially take care of that baby. Make sure you know it's just a lot of things that you should be aware of. You definitely should be aware of that. So I don't agree with this whole Eliza Rain, and she's mad that Future won't see the baby or take care of the baby in terms of, like, you know, not babysitting, because you can't babysit your own child, but just taking your child and shit like that. If he didn't want nothing to do with it, girl, you cannot force that man to do anything. Only thing you could do is get financial assistance through child support, which I personally don't believe in. I don't believe in child support. I don't give a fuck who I have a baby with. Y'all already know I'm pro-black everything, so I'm not, no matter what, if this man wants something to do with this baby or not, I am not putting him on child support. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not putting him on child support at all. I don't give a fuck what celebrity I have a baby with. I won't put him on child support. It is what it is. Like, if you don't want to take care of your baby, that's on you. You have to deal with that. You have to go to sleep at night, and that's that. I am not, like, it's not an issue for me. So with that being said, I'm gonna need for Eliza Rain to, like, just call it quits, sis. He's taking care of he's financially providing, and that's it. Like, you got him to financially provide. Now you want more? Like, come on. He told you he did not want this baby. I don't feel like he should be responsible for that. Now, I'm a woman, and I understand, like, it wasn't just me who laid down and had sex with you. It wasn't me who laid down and had sex by myself and created a baby and this, that, and the third. I understand that. However, if a man tell you he don't want a baby or a child or whatever, at that point, when you make the decision to keep that baby, you are subject to everything that comes with it. And that's just that. I'm not. Yeah, of course, I would want Future to take care of his child and provide emotional support and things of that nature and be there physically versus just financially. Of course, I would want that, but would I force him if he said he didn't want to? No, because once I say I want that baby, I want that baby. So anything that happens is me. Okay, I'm gonna bring life to this baby. That's it. Like, I'm not dependent on nobody else. Like, that I don't think she should do that. I don't think she should force him to be in that baby's life. When the baby get older and when the baby find out that her dad wasn't in her life or whatever the case may be, then at that point she could feel how she want to feel. But for me, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna force somebody. And then when you force your child to be around the father that's not interested in that child and they mistreat them, now you tight. Like, don't be mad. Don't be mad because you forced that, So, like I said, Miss Eliza Rain, I don't agree with her in her logics, but hey, it is what it is. Let me see who's next. I told you I'm not gonna be on here for a long time because I have to cook dinner. And I want to be able to make dinner. I haven't cooked in a while. Let me see who's the next person. Shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to my likes, everything. Shout out to the people that's watching this on playback or who is going to watch this on playback. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Barbs. I want to give y'all a special shout out too. Shout out to all of the Barbs because, like I said, y'all was in my comment section going crazy over that Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj reenactment video. That was hilarious. That girl sounded just like Nicki. Like, if she called me on the phone, I would have thought that was Nicki Minaj. I swear to God. So shout out to y'all. Let me see. Shakana. Kaya voice, Shakana. Y'all, I think Shakana is slow. Shakana does not have it all up here. Shakana got a few screws loose. Shakana elevator don't go to the top. Shakana elevator does not go to the top at all. Like her shit is stuck on the third floor. Like it's not going to the 13th floor. It's just stuck at third. That's it. It ain't going no further. So Shakana went live and was talking about how she got paid in tips from Tiny. So when she did OMG Girls hair and all of that, I think it was 4 members. They would pay her like $120, and she's doing color and sew-ins and all kind of shit. And she's doing hair. She said she have not started receiving real money until she was doing hair on set for, I think, T.I. and Tiny show, the Family Grand Hustle, or whatever that show was called. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Shakana said she wasn't receiving money then, and how Tiny coerced her to say those things about, like, you know, about T.I. and Tiny when they had all of those allegations about sexual abuse and all of these things. And her and Tiny is no longer friends. Now, Shakana said all of this shit, broke down crying, all of that on live. And Tiny responded in the comment section. I don't know who comment section or what, but she called Shakana a dizzy bitch. And Shakana comes back today, or what was it, today or yesterday? One of these days, I think it was yesterday. Shakana comes back and responds and say, oh, that wasn't Tiny who called me a dizzy bitch. That wasn't Tiny. Well, who the fuck was it? Because it came from, I seen the blue check under Tiny name. It came from Tiny. So who the fuck told you was a dizzy bitch? Who said it? Who said it? She like, oh, that's some people she being around and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, yo, Shakana makes so much excuses for Tiny. And they going through this situation. And I bet Shakana be back friends with Tiny again. Like, that's it. I feel like them two is like they back and forth. 1 minute they friends, the next minute they not. You know, she was saying she didn't have nothing to do with that whole what is the girl name? Sabrina. Her name is Sabrina. I can't remember her last name. Anyway, she didn't have anything to do with that. She don't know nothing about what goes on in T.I. and Tiny's bedroom and this and the third. So you're confirming what was said, but not really confirming. She was like, she never went to, you know, any blogs, or she never went to Wendy Williams to tell a story or anything like that. And I'm just like, Shakana, like, this is not stuff you say on live. Like, you, first of all, you need a fucking lawyer. That's one. 2, your elevator don't go past the 3rd floor. It just don't go past the 3rd floor. Like, it just don't. It just don't. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is. Shakana is slow. And on, like, that girl is slow. That girl is slow. And she look like she got bad breath. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, her lips is mad black. You know, she smokes cigarettes. Like, she's always on live smoking a cigarette. I know her breath is bad. Nobody can tell me Shakana don't have bad breath. Like, I know Shakana has bad breath. I don't care what nobody say. Like, she has bad breath. I don't care. Anyway, Shakana needs help. She needs help. She needs therapy. She needs to, you know, she sounds like to me she have a speech impediment. She might have a speech impediment problem. Like, I don't know, but I just know Shakana elevator don't go past the 3rd floor. That bitch is retarded. So, you know, I don't know. Her and Tiny relationship is like really rocky. It's always been rocky to me because everyone used to call Shakana Tiny's lapdog. And, you know, when I look back on episodes and of all of that stuff and how they was together, I know like Tiny used to make it seem like she took care of Shakana and shit like that. And I know that was all cap for TV. Like, that was just cap. That was not, I don't think Shakana took care of that girl. I mean, Tiny took care of Shekinah. I don't think so. I just think it was all cap just to make it seem like she's a good person and this and the third. And I was gonna include Tiny into my thumbnail, and I was looking for some pictures of Tiny by herself. This bitch got a picture. Every picture she got on Google is with fucking T.I. I'm like, damn. Do you do anything alone? Fuck. Like everything she is like everything. When you look up Tiny, y'all think I'm capping. Y'all could go look this shit up yourself. Every picture is with her and T.I. Her and T.I. I'm like, I get it. That's your husband, but relax, sis. Like, but yeah, she called Shekinah a dizzy bitch, and Shekinah said that wasn't Tiny. That was the people she around. Well, obviously the people she around got influence on her to say you a dizzy bitch, and if you don't accept that for her pulling your card, then I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, Shekinah is slow. Shekinah is slow. Kaya was not lying when she said it. Shekinah had a fucking helmet on, because I believe that. I don't know why she, like, girl, I don't know. Shekinah is slow. Let me see who else. I'm not gonna be on here. I'm not trying to be on here for too long. Give me 1 second. Let me check. That was Shekinah. Who else? Let's get into Erica Mena and Safari. Shout out to them. They are on their second baby now. They just released a photo shoot. I'm sorry, but that relationship is just so cringeworthy. Like they just make me cringe. Erica Mena and Safari just make me cringe. I don't know why. It just make me cringe. Like I don't enjoy seeing them as a couple. I'm not even gonna lie. Well, as a married couple, it's just like it's cringe worthy, because we know Erica is a hater. One, and she was just like, she was Rich Dollar slut. Like ew. Like Ugh. Anyway, they are cringe worthy to me. And Safari did a song dedicated to the baby, but it sounded weird. It was not right. And I'm just like, and y'all really thought this nigga was writing for Nicki? Whoever thought that, y'all got issues, because that shit ain't sound real right to me. Like, I don't know. It was just so cringe. It was just cringy. Like, everything was just cringy about it. It's like Safari and Erica Mena is just like ill. Like I don't know. I don't even have nothing really to say about them too much. I just, like I said, it's just cringing, you know? Like ill. Like he's a lame, Erica's a lame. I guess they made for each other. It is what it is. But like I said, that song that he did for his child. Shout out to them on their second baby, you know. I know he has the first little girl with her or whatever. So shout out to them. You know, congratulations on your second baby. But that song he did was nah. That wasn't it. That wasn't it, fam. Like, you could have kept that. You could have kept that. And the fact that people really thought that he was writing for Nicki. Are y'all dumb? Do y'all hear how those lyrics sound? That don't sound like something that somebody writing for Nicki. That sound like, well, what was you saying? So that's that. And speaking of Nicki, like I said, shout out to the Barz. I want to give y'all a shout out. Y'all are the best fan base ever for Nicki. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, all of the Barbs, y'all are sweet. Like, y'all best fan base. Y'all really, like, anybody get Nicki name wrong in the comment section, y'all defending it. Y'all not with no shits. Y'all like, her name is literally spelled inside the title. Like, y'all not playing. That's how I want to listen. If the niggas want to ride for me, y'all gotta ride for me like that. Like, that ass. So let's talk music. So DJ Khaled released his album, and with his album release, he had Miss Cardi B on there, and they had a song called, I think it's called Big Paper or whatever. I never heard the full song. I just heard snippets like everybody else. I never went to go stream the song, so I can't tell you word for word. However, I did catch a few bars that Cardi took from Nicki. I did catch a few bars. Now, the main bar that I caught, let me go on Rap Genius to make sure. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to go on Rap Genius to make sure. Let me make sure, because I don't want to misquote nobody. Let me make sure. Yep, it's called Big Paper. And she said the main bar that had me in question. Well, first of all, before I get into this bar, Cardi went live to discuss that she wrote her verse for this song in particular. Like, she went live to say she wrote the verse, which her fans might have needed. Cool. Like, at the end of the day, if your fans need to know that you wrote something, they need to know. Granted. So she went live and said that she wrote the song. Then everybody was like, "Oh, Cardi couldn't have wrote this." I don't know, her people saying, "Oh, she couldn't have wrote this," or whatever the case may be. So she did another video saying that, showing that she sent the verse to Eve, and Eve kind of like approved it. And I'm just like, Eve, like, why you in this mix for? But again, Eve was a part of that whole little summer jam shit that they had when Remy Fell Career Mom decided to go up there and say like, you know, have her Sheetha shit that she did, which was all like, why? Like, why did you, like, my problem is, Remy, why did you make Sheetha? Sheetha was the worst this record ever. One, because it didn't get no replays. And when Nicki Minaj made Fraud, that's a song that you could listen to at any given time. Like, the way Nicki does her, you know, her reactions, and how she, like, when she come back at someone or whatever the case may be, she makes like legit songs that you can replay and you can listen to. Like, Frauds is still getting played in the club regularly. Like, you know, I mean, although we in quarantine, well, we're not really in quarantine anymore, because New York, we be having parties all the fucking time. If I go outside today or tomorrow, matter of fact, starting Wednesday, there will be a party somewhere. And Frauds is definitely, no, Frauds is being played. Definitely. That song is still being slapped in the clubs. So with that being said, like, why would you make Sheetha? But anywho, she did what she did. And they had that whole Summer Jam concert where they brought every female rapper out and all this stuff. And I think Eve was a part of it. So that's why Cardi B felt comfortable to send her verse before she sent it over to Khaled. And Eve basically co-signed her verse or whatever the case may be. And Cardi is just pressed, like, you know, so she made sure she showed everybody, like, I wrote this verse and this, that, and the third. Cool. Fast forward, the song get released or whatever, and it's like terrible. It's terrible bars, like, you know, it's really bad. Like, what the previews that I heard, like, you know, the snippets that I heard or whatever through the neighborhood talk and this, that, and the third, like, it's really bad. It's a Sam I Am Cat in the Hat ass bars. Like, it's nothing that's gonna make you think like, damn. You get what I'm saying? And this is no shade to Cardi. At the end of the day, I don't fuck with Cardi. It is what it is. But at the same time, when we're going to talk about music, let's really talk about it. Like, let's talk about the fact that, you know, if you're gonna say something, I need you to make sure you have some kind of wordplay or whatever the case may be. And Cardi just lacked that wordplay. She just lacked it. You could tell she's uneducated, you know, based off of the things that she say, or, you know, the stuff that she put together. It's just like she's saying absolutely nothing on the track. And you know, I felt like Khaled could have did without that song. It wasn't like, everybody is saying his album sucked. It sound rushed or whatever the case may be. A lot of people saying DJ Khaled album sound rushed. But that song with Cardi B was not good at all. Like it just was not good. I don't care what nobody say. So let me get back into the lyric that she said. It was just this one line that she said. I seen that she said multiple things, but I'm gonna focus on this. So she said, "Our son bitches move culture out the car seat." We already know who called everybody their son. Like literally, we already know Nicki Minaj called everybody a son. So, the snippets that I heard was a big Nicki Minaj influence, but it was not the level of artistry was not on Nicki Minaj level. So, but it was definitely a Nicki Minaj influence. Like she tried to, do more. She was like, "Oh, when she went live, she was like, "Oh, this song sounds so New York." Da, 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 da. And girl, you didn't bring New York. Because New York, we aggressive, all right? You didn't bring New York at all. Like you did not bring that. That's whatever snippets I heard. Nah, that ain't it. Even when I was watching the Joe Budden podcast or whatever, they were saying like, the song wasn't good, and she picked up on the second verse or whatever the case may be, but it wasn't all that. And I feel the same way, like, Khaled wasn't all that. Like the whole album wasn't all that. His Meg Thee Stallion feature was trash. Like Meg Thee Stallion to me is a trash artist, but that's neither here or there. We're not speaking on Meg Thee Stallion right now. We're speaking on Cardi, and she did not do a good job. Like she wrote the track, and we could tell she wrote that track because that shit don't even sound like nothing close to the previous things that she used to be spitting. And granted, at one point, Cardi had to write her own music because those mixtapes and stuff that she released prior to, I don't know because I never listened to it. I was never a Cardi B fan based off of how she conduct herself. Like it's just two kind of bitches. Like you got the pretty bitches, the bitches that's with the shits, but we cute and we not being ratchet and niggas fuck with us because we real girly and we out here. You see me, but I'm low key. I'm on my bullshit. Then you got the bitches like Cardi B that's in your face, mad loud, ghetto, fart at the kitchen table. Like you gonna know you got bitches like that. So there's two kinds of us, and that was never my cup of tea. So even her mixtapes and all that, I never listened to it because that's just not how I give it up. Like it's just not at all. So like I said, that bar in particular, when she said she's some bitches, like come on. We already know where you got that from, sis. Like we already know that that was a Nicki Minaj influence. And I heard a lot of people saying the same thing I'm saying, like, she definitely used a lot of Nicki Minaj references, but that one in particular was wow. Like, girl, you don't listen to the whole Pink Print album. You don't listen to Queen album before you even drop that shit. Like, stop lying. So yeah, she didn't do a good job. DJ Khaled, that album was trash. When I looked at it, even no funny shit. Even Jay-Z and Nas song was trash to me. Like that shit wasn't all that. Like nah. And I'm not saying that because I don't listen to, and I'm saying that because I don't listen to rap. You get what I'm saying? When I listen to rap, I listen to old Jay-Z. I listen to old Foxy Brown. Like that's the type of rap I listen to. So I don't listen to rap regularly. And it wasn't anything. It was just like I was expecting them to go like bar for bar, like shit to go slap, but nah, it wasn't all that. Nas definitely held the whole entire, like he wrote that song. Jay-Z, I don't know. That shit wasn't all that at all. It wasn't good to me. Jay-Z verse was not good, and Hove usually come with the crazy verses, like so I don't know. That DJ Khaled need to scrap that album. Nah, that wasn't it. That was not it. So let me see if I have anything else to talk about. I don't want to be on here too long. Let me see. That is all. That is all. That is all. That is all. I'm thinking about coming up here at least once a week so I could get comfortable with the live stream because I don't really do the live stream thing. Like, live stream is not my thing. My personality is too chilled for a live stream. Like, I have a very reserved kind of personality, so that's why I don't go live like that. And people be wanting you to fucking jump out the window and then back and do cartwheels and shit on live. Not me. I'm chill. Like, this is just my personality. I'm super chill. So I'm thinking about coming on here. I want to say like once a week. I'm gonna schedule some time. Again, I'm still like, I just moved into my place. Like, I'm still in the process of getting shit together or whatnot. So, I'm not gonna so that's like before my quality and all of that pick up, that's gonna take some time because I'm still like in the process of moving or whatnot. But with that being said, I'm gonna like literally try to come on here about once a week. I gotta give myself a specific day because I got a lot going on in my life. Like, in terms of like shit that I do outside of this, like I have so much that I'm doing. So, like today I came live today. I was supposed to go live tomorrow, but I came live today because I had so much Zoom meetings. Like, it was insane. So I'm like, you know what? I might as well go live while I'm here. So that's gonna be something like I'm gonna do once a week or probably like a few times a week whenever, some shit come out or whatever. Something that I want to talk about. But again, just to recap, let's see what we talked about. I want to shout out to all the Barbs again. Like, shout out to y'all. Although I wasn't dropping on here, y'all damn sure made my subscriber count grow. So shout out to the Barbs. That Nicki Minaj reaction video, y'all go check that out. It's still up. What did we talk about? We talked about Tory Lanez and Chris Brown album. Tory Lanez and Chris Brown absolutely need to drop that album. I can't wait. I'm super excited. Chris Brown needs to do a versus with Beyonce. I already said my reason why. Chris Brown and Beyonce need to do a versus and it needs to be pay-per-view. I already said my reasons why. Watch it on the replay to find out my reason why. What else? Future and Eliza. Eliza, you need to go sit down. Future didn't want that baby. He's taking care of it financially. Hopefully, I should hope he's doing that. And that's as much as that is all you're gonna get out of him. You ain't getting no more out of Future. That's that. Who else did we talk about? We talked about Tristan Thompson. Chloe, you need to leave him. You're gonna get him the same way. You're gonna lose him the same way you got him. You took him from old girl while she was pregnant, and now look at you, looking stupid. Everybody already told you that, and you still wanted to fuck with him. But it is what it is. Tristan Thompson, the only nigga from that fuck with the Kardashians and smeared pie on their fucking face because he legit, like, he don't give a fuck. So shout out to Tristan Thompson, like that ass. Shout out to him. Who else? Who else we talked about? Quick recap. Tiny and Shekinah. Shekinah is slow. Shekinah elevator don't go past the 3rd floor. Shekinah fucking elevator does not go past floor 3, all right? She wanted to go to the 13th floor. Well, not the 13th floor, because the 13th floor is like bad luck. If y'all go to any hotel, I swear to God, and pay attention, anybody in this live stream that goes to a hotel or planning on going to a hotel, when you get in the elevator, if it's a hotel that goes up to like a lot of floors, if you get in the elevator, right, the 13th floor, they do not label it as the 13th floor. It's either labeled the penthouse or they skip from 12 to 14. I kid you not. Like, this is a thing. They say that it's bad luck. That's why it's not like a 13th floor, whatever the case may be. They say it's bad luck. So anybody who wanna, like, see something crazy like that, definitely. And now if your hotel goes to a 13th floor, I would kindly check out. Like, nah, fuck this, I'm out. But anywho, that's something like, that's a little fun fact that you guys could kind of look at when the next time you go to a hotel. But yeah, Shakana, her fucking elevator don't go up past floor 3. I mean, her elevator don't go up past floor 3. So she's slow. She's talking about Tiny didn't call her a dizzy bitch when the comment was clearly from Tiny's page. So who the fuck called you a dizzy bitch? She like, that's some shit that Tiny wouldn't say. Well, she said it to you. So good luck. Who else? Another recap. Erica Mena and Safari, congratulations to y'all. Congratulations on y'all new bundle of joy. Y'all relationship is cringeworthy, but it is what it is. They are married. They are made for each other because they both lame. So they definitely made for each other. Who else? Cardi B stealing Nicki Minaj line. She said, let me make sure. She said, our son bitches move culture out the car seat. Y'all already know who says they son bitches. Nicki Minaj son bitches so much she literally manifested a son. Like, that's no funny shit. Like, Nicki Minaj definitely manifested a son. So, y'all already know where Cardi got that from. She definitely stole Nicki line. Like I said, people could say what they want, but there's two type of bitches. Like, there's the pretty gang bitches, the bitches that's pretty, the bitches that's, pretty and dainty. They in a mix, but they low key. And then you got bitches like Cardi B that will fart at a fucking table and you like, shorty wildin', like, So like I said, there's two types, and I'm going with the pretty bitches, the dainty bitches, the bitches that's like real low key, that's cute, that's a vibe, but they don't be doing too much. So like I said, there's two types. You pick your poison, but I don't fuck with Cardi B. But anywho, that is all for me, guys. Again, I'll be on here next week. I'll probably be on here. Today is Tuesday. I'll probably be on next week Tuesday or next week Wednesday. I'll be sure to make to schedule a live stream before I come. But thank you to everyone who tapped in, who was watching, who was live with me. I've seen a couple people going in and out. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to the old subscribers. Shout out to everybody who was fucking with me from day one. And shout out to the people who's about to watch this playback. Shout out to you. Make sure y'all like and comment on this stream. Make sure y'all like the stream so it could come up. So when I'm streaming, it come up in your algorithm. And we out here. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to Vinny's again, because this thing is like super cute. This is throwback. This is from like a year ago. Anybody from Brooklyn, you already know how we give it up for Vinny's. Like, Vinny's is A1. That's where we go to get fresh, and it is what it is. Shout out to everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.